Hi, I'm here today to share with you 3 top things that can be applied in your business that I actually learned while trying to fit into a damn dress. The backstory is I purchased a formal gown for my elder son's destination wedding back in April. The risky thing I did is to purchase the formal gown too small, and I did that on purpose. And I did that in order to force myself to get going and eat healthier, make healthier food choices, and to also start to exercise. And in the process of doing all of these things in order to make sure that I did fit into that dress in April, I learned some things along the way that I could actually apply to business. And I'd like to share those with you right now. The first one is to set a deliverable. So I had the date of April to wear the dress, and I had the dress even though I knew it was not going to fit when I purchased it. My goal was to get into the dress by April. So the number one tip is to go ahead and set your deliverable. That could apply to, say, a book or a webinar or something of that nature where you're already got the goal set. Okay, I'm going to do this program, or I'm going to have this book, and you can also even choose the date or a time frame. So you might not say exactly on January 31st, but you might say in early next year or mid next year, something like that. So set the deliverable up front, and then it's already there for you. Now you might be thinking, well, if I'm already announcing I've got a book that I'm launching and I haven't even started writing it yet, isn't that putting the cart before the horse? Well, let's think about when someone has a wedding. They set the date, they book the venue, and then they are doing all the things necessary to get them to that spot. So again, number 1 is to set your deliverable. 2 is to create that game plan. Okay, so you already said, I'm going to have this webinar in 2 months or at the end of the year or the beginning of next year. Now it's time to create that game plan. Get everything set in motion. What things do you need to do on that to-do list to meet that deadline, to meet that goal? And this is also a good time to write it all out. And if you can't complete all those tasks and you need help, get someone to help you. Either you're going to hire some subcontractors or partner with someone else. But the second tip is to then go ahead and is to then create your game plan. Third is to don't sweat it. Okay, so let's say you're going to create a webinar and your to-do list is like a mile long and you're going to add all these great things to the webinar or the book. And then you get closer and closer to that deadline and you're not going to be able to add everything in it. That's okay. Don't sweat it. Number 3 is don't sweat it if you can't have everything in that deliverable. So say for instance, like for me, I bought my dress and yes, I was able to get into it in April and that was awesome. But by the time I was able to get into it, I realized that I was going to need it cut shorter. It was a little too long, but hey, I didn't sweat it. I had some heels. It wasn't too bad. Nobody really noticed. The main thing was I got into the dress. I wasn't going to sweat it, that it was a little too long. Same thing in business. If you're able to get that book written, but you had to leave out a small chapter or something, that's okay. Don't sweat it. The other flip side to the don't sweat it is, hey, if that one chapter is absolutely crucial to the book or that one segment for your webinar or your summit is just absolutely crucial, set your date back just a little bit. That's okay. Don't sweat that either. If people really want your program, your book, etc., they're going to give you some extra time. Don't sweat that either. Go ahead and give yourself that extra time and push that release date back a little bit. So those are the top 3 things that can be applied to business that I learned while trying to fit into that damn dress. I hope that these tips are helpful to you. Thanks for watching. If you would like to watch the full video of the review of the dress and see it, you can click on the links in the description box below the video. And also you can subscribe to this channel. Lots more business tips and tricks and things for you. And I also have a blog on my business website, and the link will be in the description box as well. So thanks, and bye-bye.